Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for Popcorn with a Program for Business and Information Tech. We are in the club room today, and we're going to be talking about our clubs that are related to business and information technology. I am joined by one of our club advisors, so we'll be turning it over to him to share some information about the Pima Business Club. And then I'll be sharing some information as well about our other clubs, how to find out more about joining a club. And guess what? If we have a club for something you're interested in, or if we don't have a club, sorry, you can start up a club. So I can share some information about how to reach out to us about that. As Renee mentioned in the main room when you first joined this event, we are doing a best bowl photo challenge. So if you do have a bowl or some sort of vessel that can hold popcorn that you want to enter into the contest, just make sure to let me know. You can message me or unmute yourself either right now or when we're wrapping up this session so that I can snag a screenshot of you and your bowl for the best bowl competition. But I am going to go ahead and turn it over to our Pima Business Club and one of their faculty advisors.
Thank you, Jennifer, and welcome. And of all the times that I forget to bring my popcorn, go figure, right? But thank you for the introduction, Jennifer. And as Jennifer mentioned, I'm one of the co-advisors to the Pima Business Club. Myself and Dr. Jane Hall, who is the discipline coordinator for business law and ethics here at Pima, have been co-advisors for the last year and a half. And we're glad to say that as of this year, we're still the reigning outstanding student organization at Pima because of the quality of the students that we have, the leadership that we have in this club. And although it says the Pima Business Club, it is not exclusive for business majors. We do have students from different majors and concentrations that just want to know a little bit about business, whether it's marketing or accounting or other facets of business. And whether it's a ABUS degree or an AAS or an advanced certificate in business or a basic business certificate, all students are welcome to learn key abilities or skills, especially if you plan on transferring to Aller at U of A. And to talk more about the club and to give you a video welcome, we would like to play this video by our secretary, Danielle Ostrup.
Hello, everyone. My name is Danielle Ostrup, and I'm the secretary for the Pima Business Club this spring semester. This is my second semester as a member with the club. What intrigued me about joining was that they offered many resources for business students like myself on how to transfer into Eller at the University of Arizona. Before joining, the whole process seemed very overwhelming because I was unsure about how to transfer, who to contact, and what the experience was like for previous Pima's business students. Now, after joining, I felt such a sense of relief because the first 3 weeks we had what they called Eller Bootcamp, in which we had guest speakers from Eller discuss with us in detail about the transfer process, as well as how to write a strong cover letter and how to improve your resume. The information I learned during this time was truly invaluable. Our club mission statement is to empower Pima business students by gaining confidence and experience in their business professionalism, by networking with industry professionals, and by providing students with helpful resources to guide them throughout their educational and career paths. The Pima Business Club is not only for students who intend on transferring into Eller, but to all students who are interested in business and are working on their certificate and/or associate's degree. Throughout the semester, we will have industry professionals sharing their experience and knowledge about their career and what has helped them succeed in business. We have meetings every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. via Google Meet, and our first meeting of the semester will be January 25th at 5 p.m. We hope to see you all there.
Thank you, Danielle. And as Danielle mentioned, we do meet every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. And we do use the video platform Google Meet. And it is every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. So you're welcome to join us. And here are the links on Google Meet, as well as our information, our social media networks, Instagram and Twitter. You see the handle there at PCC Business Club _. And we also have our website for updated information about the club, our activities, and upcoming events. For example, we have had Nancy Meach since January 25th and on February 1st, last Monday. And this coming Monday, the 8th, it's going to be our third segment on Aller Boot Camp on how to transfer to U of A, especially in regards to Aller students. But again, as I mentioned, it's not only for business students. Students of all disciplines and majors are more than welcome to join us and learn a little bit about leadership skills. It's a great networking opportunity, not only with fellow students at Pima, but actually some of our guests coming up after next week are going to be representatives from the private sector and public sector who can share valuable information on real life expectations, experience, and skills that they're looking for today's workforce. So the Pima Business Club is very much involved and connected with industry captains here in the community. And it's a great opportunity for you again to network not only with fellow students, but also with industry representatives, business people. We will have small business owners, small business operators and managers coming up in the next few weeks. And that's every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. on Google Meet. So you're welcome to inquire about how to join, how to become a member. And we welcome you to the next meeting on February 8th, this coming Monday from 5 to 6 p.m.
Thank you so much for all that great information about the Pima Business Club. I am going to share some information about some of our other clubs that we have that are related to business and information technology. Like I mentioned, they weren't able to be here with us today. Sometimes our events conflict with class schedules or work schedules and things like that. So we do have clubs in both for paralegal. So if that's an area of interest for you, there is a paralegal club, and we can share information about that with you. We also have a cybersecurity club. And if you don't know, we do have a live cyber warfare range over at our East Campus. So it's not just a simulation, it's actual cyber warfare that you get your hands on and learn how to combat that. So that's over at the East Campus. With the pandemic, obviously, access to that is a little bit different than it was prior to the pandemic, but that's a great resource for all of our students interested in cybersecurity. And you don't have to necessarily be in the program or in those classes to be part of either of those clubs. And since we are unfortunately still in the middle of the pandemic and most of our campus resources are still virtual, Student Life has created a dedicated space for our students to go and learn more about clubs and connect with other students. And that is our Student Life Discord server. And so Discord is a space that was originally for gamers, but we found that it really works for our clubs because they can post announcements. We can post announcements and flyers about upcoming events and things like that, as well as if they want to host a meeting, they can do it in Discord because there are video and audio channels that they can use for those meetings. The other nice thing about being a Pima student is we use the Google Suite, which means you have Google Meet capabilities, which is what our Pima Business Club is using for their meetings. A lot of our other clubs are using Meet, and that way you don't have to have a special license for Zoom or other things. So you can either use Google Meet, or some of our clubs do use Discord. So that's a great way to connect with other students, to learn more about some of the other opportunities that you have here as a student at Pima. And there's just kind of a general chat on there. So if you want to learn if you want to meet up with other students, connect with other students, because there's not really that opportunity to chat with each other before or after a virtual class starts like there is when you're in person. It's a great way to even just connect with other students virtually. So I definitely encourage you to join us on the Discord server. We also have a D2L course that you can self-enroll in, but the Discord server is really where you can connect with other students. And we do have some student moderators that are there just to make sure that they're answering any questions that arise, or hopefully we don't have any inappropriate behaviors or comments on there, but they're there to make sure that that is a safe and welcoming space for students. So I just want to give a couple of minutes to see if there's any questions that anyone has, anything that maybe we didn't cover that you want to know about. I was a marketing student at NAU, and I would have loved something like the Pima Business Club to help me navigate the admission process to the business program at NAU, because it's very much like the Eller program as well. So take advantage of these great resources that are here for you as a student. Anything you want to add, Javier, that I forgot to mention?
Well, when you mentioned connecting with students, that's very important. As we all know, mentoring is part of the experience here at Pima, especially when we have former Pima alumni and former officers from the Pima Business Club now at Eller, and they're staying in touch with our Pima Business Club and mentoring and helping those future transfer students kind of learn about what to prepare for, how to not only emotionally, but obviously academically, and how to improve their chances of getting accepted into Eller and U of A in general. So I think that mentoring or that connection and that relationship that's being fostered through these organizations, as well as Pima Business Club, of course, is really vital for part of that process. And again, it doesn't have to be to Aller, it could be another four-year university, but the support is there. Your peers are there to help, to mentor, and to let you know what you can do to improve your chances to transfer to a four-year university. So I think that's very important, Jennifer.
Yeah, and I think that's a great connection that a lot of our students get starting here at Pima, is that mentor role with previous Pima students, especially in the business club and some of these other programs that have special admission criteria and things like that. And forming those bonds is really important while you're here at Pima, because you never know when those connections might help you find a job or help you get into a business program, different things like that. And it's great that many of our clubs bring in guest speakers from the industry related to that program and things like that. I do want to mention that we are keeping kind of a 20-minute rotation, and we're getting close to the end of the rotation. So I did add into the chat the links to the other rooms that are part of the Popcorn with a Program today. And you're welcome to stay with us if you just joined us, because we're going to go ahead and kind of get started all over again. But if you have any questions before you leave, just let us know. You can add them in the chat or you can unmute yourself. I did also include in those links the second part of that survey that gives us feedback about what you liked, what we can improve about these events. And we apologize, of course, there isn't a way yet to share popcorn virtually. You do have to make your own popcorn. That's one of the things we miss about doing this event in person is popping that popcorn and allowing you to grab a bag of popcorn as you move through the event.